What's going on, everyone? TJ Fitness News Reviews, and together with me, the much anticipated review of
Gorilla Minds, Gorilla Mode Pre-Workout.
Yeah, people! One of the more anticipated and requested reviews on the Fitness Daily News No Bullshit Review channel. Listen, people, I'm gonna take you through the label of this thing. Then I'm gonna share with you my personal experience using this one over the last week or so. And then, towards the end of the video, as usual on this channel, I'm gonna give you my final verdict. Should you give a shit? Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so listen, I've been getting so many requests over the last 6 months to review this thing, Gorilla Mode by Gorilla Mind. This is a super hyped pre-workout. I am actually not totally sure who's the brand behind this, but I guess it's getting a lot of attention. So there's a lot of hype, a lot of people have asked for it. Like literally every video I get a comment below, hey, when are you gonna review Gorilla Mode by Gorilla Mind? Anyway, so the Gorilla's in the house. I actually got this on Amazon. I just ordered it and I got it on Amazon. I got it about a week ago and I got to it, people. So listen, let me tell you what's in this thing. And together, we're gonna find out if the hype is real or the hype will stop here. Anyway, so listen, people, they have, 2 scoops, which is a full serve. I mean, they have like a 1 scoop, 2 scoops. Obviously, we're the 2 scoops channel. So 2 scoops is 30 grams. That is a lot of scoop, people. A lot of scoop. Actually, it's two scoops. That's a lot of 2 scoops. 30 grams. Listen, people, let me take you through what they have here. So for pumps, they have L-citrulline at 9 grams. 9 grams. That's a lot of L-citrulline. Then they have glycer pump at 3 grams. So glycer pump is one of these trademarked versions of glycerol. So it's supposed to clump a bit less. And actually, I've got this. It didn't clump almost at all by now, which is very interesting for anything with glycer, whatever. So anyway, so glycer pump at 3 grams. Think of the amount. Listen, glycer pump or glycerol or all of these things, really the research behind them is at a very, very large amount. So this is one of these areas where research just means whatever, because you either react well to glycerol or the derivatives or you don't. I actually like it, generally speaking. Malic acid at 3 grams, so that's very strange. Usually you see, like citrulline malate at like 2-to-1 ratio, 1-to-1 ratio. Here it's 3-to-1 ratio, but the malic acid is split separately. So if this was a citrulline malate, it would be 12 grams, which would blow your head probably better. So from a marketing perspective, I'm not sure why. Beta 900 at 2.5 grams, I like it. It's a good ingredient, it helps with muscle protein synthesis, it can help with some pumps, with power output. 2.5 grams is exactly where you want it as far as the clinical dose behind this. L-tyrosine, by the way, you also have agmatine sulfate at 1 gram. So this is a very good pump formula, right? You have the citrulline malate, you have the glycer pump, you have betaine, you have agmatine sulfate at 1 gram, which is a good amount. Again, like this combination between citrulline and agmatine, I really like it, generally speaking. Plus the glycerol, good amount. Anyway, then you have Canna at 500 milligrams. So this is interesting. Canna is more of a chill type thing. I don't know why you would put it in a I mean, I did see it in pre-workouts and it could be okay, but it's more of a chilled factor. It's not a stimulant. It's a focus ingredient, but more around, like people would take Canna in order to chill down. Anyway, so they decided to put Canna here. I'm sure there's a reason. Caffeine anhydrous, 350 milligrams. So that's a good amount of caffeine. You don't need to go too crazy. If 350 milligrams works, it works. You don't need a lot. And then you have actually Araya genesis at 350 milligrams. That's one of the biggest amounts I've seen of Araya genesis. That is a great amount. I love Araya genesis when it actually comes together with a couple of other stimulants. Usually I like to see it with more than just caffeine in order to have a good effect on me, like cordyline or some other thing, NMT, synephrine. Here, generally speaking, you just have Araya, Canna, and caffeine for the stimulant focus blend, plus the L-tyrosine. So anyway, so that's supposed to be like a good, there's no L-tyrosine. Yes, there is L-tyrosine. Anyway, so that's a good, interesting blend for a focus, very much focus and pump. That's what you see here, focus and pump. And by the way, they also added 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, which is the clinical dose for creatine. Some of you people take creatine every day, so you say, shit, now I need to remember if I took this pre-workout or just creatine. I, generally speaking, don't like creatine in a pre-workout. I like to take it separately, but because generally speaking, you don't take the same pre-workout every day, you don't take it all the time. And also, like, this is not something that will have an immediate effect in your workout, right? Like, creatine is a saturation-based ingredient, so you need to take it over time anyway. But they have it here. And then you have bioperine for absorption, and huperzine, 400 micrograms. That is a lot of huperzine. It's supposed to help with maintaining the effect of any type of choline-type ingredients, which are actually not here, so it's not gonna do a lot, I think. People, listen to this. Labels are just fucking labels. So it really doesn't matter. I just took you through the label, but you know, when I say research-based, not research-based, there's no research about what happens when you put all of this shit together. There's no research around, did they actually put this shit in? There's no research around what's the quality of the ingredients they have here. You don't know. You just don't know. That's why we know. And it is a scientific fact. You can Google this shit. Labels are just fucking labels. This is a pre-workout. Experience is what matters. Anyway, I like the design, by the way. Looks nice. Looks nice. Anyway, let's get into the experience. So, start with the flavor. The flavor I got, I think there were a few flavors on Amazon when I got this, but the flavor I got is mango peach. Listen, you know, we don't give a lot of shit about flavor here. We rank them between it's good, it's okay, it's tolerable, it sucks. This one is tolerable, right? It's not good. It's for sure not good. It's not even okay, right? It's tolerable. It's not disgusting. It's tolerable. Maybe the other flavors are okay. This is okay. It's tolerable. But listen, people, you're taking all this shit. It's a pre-workout. You sip it and you move on with your life. This is not something you're going to be looking for as far as flavor, but it's tolerable. Let's move on into the experience. Who the fuck cares about flavors? Okay, people, so let's go into the experience. So I had a lot of expectations because of all this fucking hype. And actually, the label looks interesting. Like, you can't look at the label and say that this looks like shit. It's an interesting label. Anyway, as far as the experience, so listen, people, it's okay. I mean, this is comparable. Like, I felt on this like I felt on a NutraBio pre-workout or pre-caged, right? Like, so it's an everyday pre-workout. No sense of urgency for me. And actually, also in an everyday pre-workout, there's some of them that have that sense of urgency. Let's start with the positive stuff. Anyway, as far as the pumps and focus, this is good. Like, I like the energy kick. It kicks in 10-15 minutes. By the way, there's no beta-alanine, so you're not going to get the tingling. If you like beta-alanine, this one is not for you, right? I like beta-alanine, by the way. So I did try this also by adding beta-alanine, just to have a fair comparison. So anyway, people, listen. As far as, like I said, as far as the energy kick, it's a good energy kick, and it's going to last you for, like, you're going to get the energy kick. It's going to be consistent energy kick. There's not going to be any spikes. It's not going to go crazy. There's no steam junkie type of energy kick. It's just a good energy kick, right? Like, the 350 milligrams of caffeine here, you're going to feel them. There's also good focus. It's okay focus. It's good focus. And there's okay pumps. Actually, I was surprised that the pumps were not better. I expected way more pumps, because this is a very loaded formula. But again, labels are just fucking labels. It's okay pumps. It's above average. It's just not mind-blowing pumps, right? As far as in profile. And also, there's not a lot of stimulants here that are counterproductive for pumps. So actually, with such a good pump formula and the less stimulants here, I actually expected this to be a bit better from a pump perspective. It's above average. Like I said, focus also is above average, and energy is nice. It's cool. Listen, but people, at the end of the day, this isn't a good pre-workout. I think it's sort of a good everyday pre-workout for people who don't like beta-alanine. That's where I would put it. So, you know, I have my EDP category. I have Steam Junkie and EDP, everyday pre-workout, EDP. This is an EDP pre-workout. It's definitely not a Steam Junkie pre-workout. I was really missing the sense of urgency. Like, literally, there's no sense of urgency with this pre-workout, with gorilla mode. You're actually not going gorilla mode. I'm really sorry. This to me felt more like a nootropic, almost like a nootropic without the edge. You know what I mean? Like nootropic that you can sit down and learn and study. Which is really not what I want in a pre-workout. I want the sense of urgency. I want to be running around. I don't want to be able to sit in one place, which I didn't get with this one. It's a combination of the shit that's in here. But, you know, labels are just labels anyway. Maybe it's the kana. Maybe it's the lack of other ingredients on top of the RH or anything. I don't know what it is, but listen, people. This to me felt like a nootropic with above average pumps, right? It didn't feel like a pre-workout. I definitely didn't go gorilla mode. So to be honest, at the end of the day, the lack of sense of urgency for me is a no-go. Because I want sense of urgency. That's exactly what I'm looking for in a pre-workout. Even if it's not, I mean, if you want, by the way, I did bring this with me. If you want a pre-workout that doesn't have, you know, like DM anything, and you want to get crazy pumps, and you're going to get, this is comparison. It looks very similar as far as the size of the tub. I reviewed this on the channel. This is direct by Huge Supplements. I'm going to link to that below. This is, if you want sense of urgency, If you want sense of urgency, check this shit out. This feels like sense of urgency, focus, pumps, everything you want in a non-DM pre-workout. Like there's no DMHA, there's nothing here. Actually, I don't even think it has a rhyogenesis. Yeah, but it has Hordein in a couple of... Anyway, check this one out. This one, for me, nootropic, I could sit down with this. Like, I don't have to move, which for me is a no-go. So Gorilla Mode, I mean, it's a well-thought-of formula, for sure. I mean, they intended something to happen. Maybe they are targeting more of the upper end of entry-level type users, because this for me felt nothing like a Steam Junkie pre-workout. Maybe this is more for CrossFit, you know, where you don't need that sense of urgency, you don't need your heart rate to go up, or maybe for powerlifting type thing. From a bodybuilding perspective, from like going in the gym, going gorilla mode, for me this was a no-go. Anyway, I'm gonna use this as a nootropic, to be honest with you guys. I paid for it, I'm gonna use it as a nootropic. It's good, like as a nootropic, I think it's gonna be good. As far as a pre-workout, for me personally, this is not my taste. I didn't go gorilla mode. Listen, people. As far as where you can find it, I'm gonna link below to where I got it. I got it on Amazon, so I'm gonna link to that below. I think it was maybe $36 plus $7 shipping. It doesn't have Prime, so $42. That's what I paid. It's an okay price for like if this was a crazy ass full Steam Junkie pre-workout or some high end. Anyway, people, listen. If this review of the Gorilla Mode, Gorilla Mind, Gorilla something was helpful in your decision making process, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We give you our honest, unfucking, unbiased opinion.